Word on these internets is Donald J. Trump is planning to court-martial his political opponents and lock them up. But he was saying that the last time he ran for office. So will he do it? Will he not? I don't know. But we're going to get this story from Newsweek to break down where they end up getting their reporting of this. Trump reported military plan like authoritarian style regime. Ex-GOP consultant. A former Republican consultant has expressed alarm over unconfirmed reports that Donald Trump transition team is compiling a list of U.S. military officers for potential court-martial. Well, they do that all the time. Tara Settman, a former advisor to the conservative anti-Trump group, the Lincoln Project, and an ex-Republican congressional staffer, expressed alarm over the reports while speaking with MSNBC on Saturday, describing them as chilling and reminiscent of authoritarian regimes. Reuters, citing anonymously source familiar with the transition planning, reported last week that Trump allies are creating a list of military leaders, including Joint Chiefs of Staff members, to potentially remove from their roles. Now, the court-martial was just to fire them and not to lock them up and give them super penalties. I don't know, but all these unnamed sources, it's always an unnamed source. It's always an unnamed source familiar with the situation. We're reading this story right now. You're listening to this story. You might be reading along with me. You are now familiar with this story. You're familiar with these sources. You're a source familiar with the information. Maybe MSNBC might cite you next. You know, when you read in breaking news, I literally got goosebumps. Sedemeyer told host Jonathan Capehart. Those of us who have been warning about this, we were appalled, she said. This is what Donald Trump said he was going to do. This is what he has been telegraphing for years. They always get the most goofiest pictures of him. The most goofiest pictures of him. NBC also reported on the plan on Saturday, writing that Trump's team is exploring whether senior officials involved in the 2021 Afghanistan withdrawal could face potential charges as serious as treason. Well, it was kind of ridiculous that we left a lot of arsenal in Afghanistan. A lot of this stuff was sold by the Taliban to a lot of different places. And if they knew about this happening or helped set it up, I can't, why do you guys believe that the people in power are immune to the prosecution that you and I are? Why do you think people that are high up in politics, have high political offices, have any more right or any more, what is the word they use? Immunity. Immunity from justice. You guys are always complaining about Trump's immunity to justice. So if people are breaking the law, lock them up. If they're not breaking the law, but you think they might be breaking the law, lodge the investigation. If the investigation comes back with no findings, don't lock them up. It's called an acquittal. Sometimes it's called a not guilty verdict. But we can't keep having a class of citizens, because we're a country ran by the citizens. A country ran by the citizens. We can't have a class of citizens that are immune from prosecution. We already sat there and said how ridiculous it is that Trump is immune from prosecution, which he is never immune from prosecution. He just needs to be impeached first because he currently holds presidential immunity. You know, and there's a lot of different immunities, like qualified immunity. If you do something within your job, like say you have to put somebody in handcuffs and their wrist breaks because you put them in handcuffs and you did it by the book, a procedure, and they were fighting back. That's qualified immunity. When you pull somebody over and you beat them up, you're no longer qualified immune because you weren't supposed to pull them over and beat them up for no reason. Guys, there's got to be a balance. We got to strike a balance in this country. But until next time, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about WTFFN, where till Friday fake news. Peace.